So, I mean, only 2 games in, you got the open week, but really, I just gotta ask you, like, do you have like some kind of jetpack on your arm? Like what do you have on your arm that just makes you throw so far, so seamlessly? Like, really, what is it about your arm that makes it so special?
Just a lot of hanging out with Russ and Jess, our trainers, getting in there, getting treatment before and after practice. A lot in the summer, going every day in there doing band work, and then a lot of hanging out with Coach V and the strength coaches as well.
You know, Again, only 2 games in, very early. There's still a long season to go. But how would you assess your progress up to this point right now?
As an offense as a whole, it's been great. I think coming out the first game and playing like we did and scoring 59 points, just seeing how the connections I had with the receivers and seeing all come together in a game type of situation is awesome. Then going to week 2, of course, we didn't get the outcome we wanted against Army, but we had some good parts in there, and we had some great plays in there that we could carry over into the next week against Indiana.
So for you individually, what growth have you seen? And then the second part to that question, how much higher is the roof for you as far as growth goes?
Um, I think the most improvement that I've had is, kind of like settling down, understanding the game, with like, just understanding what the defense is trying to give me. I spent a lot of time this summer and this spring, hanging out with Coach Helton, Coach Kitley, watching film on, kind of our opponents this year, and, just kind of get an understanding of, the game more than I have before. And, I guess the roof, I mean, as high as I want it to get. I have a lot of work to do, a lot of work to improve on the field and off the field. And, you know, I've, I'm a humble guy, and, I have a lot of work to do.
What does that work look like? What do you want to see improve?
Turnovers mostly. The past 2 games I've turned the ball over once each game, both the times in the first drive. So just trying to protect the ball, take care of it, continue drives, and score points.
When we're looking at upsides, you can't overlook you throwing this guy right here. The magical connection you guys have had. I mean, getting those Campbell Award honors in week 1. What has it been like throwing to this guy? And I'll ask him more about it later. But what has your relationship been like with him on the field, and how have you guys seen that improve in the last 2 weeks?
Off the field, we're greater friends than we are on the field. That's one of my best friends. I'm with him dang near every day, and to me, he's one of the best receivers in the country, if not the best. I'm really mad if he's not one of the finalists for Balintikoff Award. He deserves it. He's put in the work for it. And, it's showed in, the past 2 games. We both have a lot of work to do. He knows that. He'll come up here and tell you he has a lot of work to do, and I'll tell you the same. But, we have, 10 more games left, and, we're excited for it.
My last question for you is, you also happen to be one of the best quarterbacks in the country. If you just look at your own numbers, I mean, you're top 10 in a lot of categories, including passing efficiency. So with that said, well, never want to get too high on yourself, especially this early in the year. I guess to kind of sum up, how proud are you of yourself up to this point?
Like you said, it's only week 3 now. We only played 2 games. And, not all of it, actually none of it comes from me. I have 10 other guys on the football field with me. Guys like him, guys like Mitchell, and then you got the front 5 O-linemen. And, all that stuff, and, all the touchdowns, all the yards, all that stuff doesn't come if they don't do their job. And, I firmly believe in them. I know they're going to be where they're supposed to be. And, without them, none of that stuff happens.